Good morning. Happy Monday. It's the Backyard Farmer. So we're going to do a quick progress check of the garden and see how things have been going. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started while it's still cool today. So the corn, I'm pretty excited. These are peaches and cream corn. And I'm very excited because the tassels are starting to grow. And the tassels, of course, contains the pollen. So that tells me that soon I should have some little baby ears of corn showing. And then I just got to make sure that once these tassels are out, make sure I shake them so the pollen pollinates the actual cobs. But that makes me very happy because I was a little concerned that they may not be able to fully grow before it gets cooler. Let's see, my zinnias are fine. My strawberries have been putting out new babies, which I'm very happy for. So it's time to get them ready for next year because my strawberries I've had for 2 years. So definitely this is good. So I can have more plants next year. And let's look at preparation for fall. So I have cucumbers, two different type of cucumbers, because I know we still have enough time for warm weather. So I'm gonna try to get a little bit of cucumbers in. I'm doing cauliflower, peas, collards. My broccoli still hasn't come up, nor has my celery, so I think I might have to plant some more seeds. A different type of broccoli is called early purple broccoli, kale, spinach, a katsuna old Tokyo greens, so something I'm trying this year. And I did some herbs, so cilantro, dill, parsley, and my oregano and thyme have not come up yet, so I might have to plant some more seeds there. But I wanted to try to grow some herbs and have them grow over the winter. And then over here I have dwarf kale, and this is a new plant. I just picked this up from the nursery. It's called a Vicks plant, and it is exactly as the name suggests. It has that effervescent scent. So like when you rub the leaf, you smell that scent almost like a Vicks or eucalyptus tree. So think about like during when you're congested or have a cold and you take some of these leaves, put it in some hot water, a bowl of hot water, put a towel over your head and just smell the scent, and it'll help clear you up. So I have a couple of those. My tomatoes, I'm not sure what's going on with them. So if anyone can please put some suggestions to what's going on, I'd really appreciate it. They have been growing very well. They gave lots of fruit probably about a month ago, and then they stopped. But that didn't stop them from growing. That didn't stop them from producing flowers. But they're just not producing fruit. So I don't know if maybe they're not being pollinated, or I know I'll need to check the pH balance in my soil and see maybe if it's missing something, but that's a little disheartening. A little disheartening. This my pink guava tree was not mine. I bought it a few months ago for my mom, so it's been really taking off. As you can see, it's been putting out a whole bunch of new leaves, so I'm very happy for that. And then the watermelon, still pushing on, still pushing on. We'll go back to that in a minute. My olive tree looks pretty sad. I had to change the soil out, but I think it'll rebound just fine. My peppers are producing. Looks like I'm missing a pepper. But let me pick these. As you can see, they turn purple when they're ready. So I'm just waiting. My banana trees have been putting out more babies. I don't have enough room for babies, but yeah, so I'm putting out a whole bunch of leaves, but no bananas. A little disappointed. But let's go back to these watermelon. Just trying to put out a baby. Still trying to grow babies. Now, look at how big that is. That is gorgeous. 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 And then I saw this. I've never seen one develop like that. That's very weird. So I don't know what to make of it. I guess we'll see. But I know when I've been doing my research, it said that when the tendril turns dark closest to it, which it is, it's dried up, that means that it's ready for harvest. I'm a little scared. But this one is doing the same thing. See? The tendril has dried out. So the reason I'm a little scared is because I cut the smallest one. Remember, I used to have 3, but I cut the smallest one probably about a week ago, and the inside was still pretty white. So I know the research said once you see the tendril is dried up, to go ahead and don't water it for about 2 weeks to allow the sugars to constitute into the watermelon. So, yay, we'll give it a try, I guess. These are 2 new additions. So these are rabbit eye blueberry bushes. It was in one container. I got these from Tractor Supply. They were 75% off because the majority of their plants are dying from all the heat. So I needed a rabbit eye because my blueberry bush is a rabbit eye. And it's 2 different parts of the same family. So I know that'll help me with pollination and being able to get a lot more blueberries next year. Oh, my blackberry bush. It tried. It tried. It gave up some really good blackberries, but this summer has been brutal on it. I had to cut it back. So this year I'm planting this in the ground, and I'm planting my blueberries in the ground because I hope it'll make it a lot better for them. But let's look and see. So green onions, of course, the easiest thing in the world, I think, to plant. Just go to the grocery store, go get some green onions and put them into the ground. And then make sure you water them. And they'll do just fine. Because these back here are all new. Got those from the grocery store. My chives. My eggplant is starting to grow. It took months and now it's starting to grow. We put out a little flower. What is that? Why does it have ants all over it? I gotta definitely spray. Oh, those like white high flies. Okay, definitely gotta spray. My cucumber plant. Oh no, it's got powdery mildew. Okay, so definitely I am going to have to take this up because it's getting sick again. And I have some new cucumbers anyway, so I will be redoing it. My Alabama black eyed pea is doing really good. I had to cut a lot of its leaves off because it was starting to get blight. Where, I don't know if I have a good example somewhere. Oh, that's a white fly. I don't know. That's not a good example. But it would get these brown spots, and they're like pretty big. See, like on this one. So all the leaves had like this brown spot on it, and that's called blight. And that, if left alone to do its havoc, can really kill your plant. So I had cut back all the leaves that had the blight. I cut them all off. And as you can see, because I could see clear through this plant, it didn't really have a lot of leaves on it. So it's beautiful to see how it's rebound. In the past, it's been about 2 weeks, and it's put out a whole bunch of new leaves. Oh, this one is ready. And yeah. So when the pod turns like yellowish, it's ready to be picked. You can do that for fresh eating, and usually I'll just take the pods out and dry them so I can have some for future. Let's see if I can show you what it looks like. See? Got black eyed peas right there. And then when they dry, they shrivel up even more. So I got a lot more pods and a lot of floweries. So if it keeps up being warm, I'm gonna have a lot more black eyed peas to save. And let's look at the peppers. And these are my purple peppers. Look at that, beautiful. So the thing with these is once you cook them, they do change back to green. So they don't stay purple, but it's beautiful to see them like this because I've never seen purple peppers. But I got these at my local nursery at it's called My Secret Garden on Mansfield Road. So I try to grow things that are native or that do very well for our climate. And these are chocolate peppers. So I've never grown these before. So I'm looking forward to cooking these and seeing, does it have a flavor profile like chocolate or not? But I think these are ready for me to pick. So I'll probably pick these a little later. I'm so proud of my, see, it has tons of little babies growing all over. So pretty excited for that. My sweet potato vine is just hanging on. It's hanging on. But it's growing. So I finished this bed. It's still, I'm waiting for the seedlings to grow a little bit bigger before I put them into the bed. My pineapples, I moved them down here because that direct sunlight was having an effect on them. So I brought them down here. They're doing a lot better. In this bed, I have okra. This is burgundy okra. And then I have green beans and I have peas. I just planted the pea seeds in there and made sure they stayed watered, and they have been popping up, doing really well. Let's see. My green beans. Look at that. They got little flowers on them. I don't know why I'm talking in a quiet tone like they're babies, but pretty excited to see that they are producing. Let's see, the okra starting to put out little babies. So I'm really looking forward to harvesting And it's a surprise to me because okra is a sun-loving plant. And it gets, in the morning, it'll get dappled sun, and it's not even direct sun. It's like dappled sun. Of course, as you can see, I have trees. I have woods all behind the house. So it's getting dappled sun in the morning and really no sun, no direct sun at all for the rest of the day. The only thing it's getting is because this is north, behind me is south, so it's getting, probably, it feels the sun, it could tell there's sun, so maybe it's getting what it needs from that. Don't know. And then of course behind is the sweet potato patch, still growing pretty good. Been having some insects, of course. You can see, look at the holes and stuff in the leaves. Has been enjoying this patch as well, but it is spilling out all over the place. And this is also my test for the year, so I hope I get sweet potatoes this year. Crossing fingers. But that is it for the garden. I'm gonna go ahead and do my watering and get some work done in here. But other than that, you have a blessed week. And until next time, see you again. Take care. Happy gardening.